Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time listening to the Instant Anime podcast, Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it. We've each taken 5 minutes today after listening to a song, and then we share them, and then we come together and make a mega anime after we combine them into one mega idea. The song today is from a suggestion.
Say what?
From Patrick. Don't know who this is.
Shout out to Patrick.
Shout out to Patrick.
This is a new one.
Gave us a suggestion for the song Thrashville, 2 of 3, by the group Prince Daddy and the Hyena, also featuring some other people. But yeah, Thrashville, 2 of 3.
And we will have it linked below, but you can search it up.
Where's that third Thrashville?
Listen to it now, pause, listen to it afterwards. Maybe you already did and you're ahead of the game. Cool.
But yeah, so Patrick sent us in this suggestion. We listened to it, and now we're going to share our ideas that we had for the song.
For Thrashville.
What anime is Thrashville?
Thank you, Patrick.
2 of 3, Thrashville.
Does that mean we have to have 3 different animes?
No.
Thank God.
Unless someone suggests Thrashville 1 of 3 and then 3 of 3.
Okay.
And then we erase this episode and make a triple threat Thrashville super special.
Wow. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
Especially we will have already recorded
We'll
this.
just do this one.
Okay.
Again, thank you, Patrick, though. This was a fun song.
Yeah.
I'll share my idea first.
Yeah, get us started.
For Thrashville.
Thrashville 2 of 3.
Prince Daddy and the Hyenas. Hyena. Singular. There's one hyena in the band.
Sorry, Patrick.
Just one. They're not all hyenas.
Well,
just one.
That would be distracting.
So my idea is a new family is formed when former divorcees get together, like a wife.
If this is like cheaper by the dozen, I'm in.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Either way, the parents never thought about how their kids would get along. I'm thinking dad has a daughter, mom has a son. You get it.
Sure.
Vice versa. Either way, the daughter is extremely goth and or punk and into thrash, thrashing music.
So she in particular liked this song.
She would totally love this song. She is the core demographic for Prince Daddy and the Hyena.
Okay.
The son is a preppy goody two shoes. He more, he likes the Killers.
Oh, he and I would be friends in 2003.
Yeah, this is like middle school.
Wait. The Killers are still probably making music. I just haven't listened to them since 2003.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, their styles changed a lot.
Yeah, I saw a recent picture of Brandon Flowers, and he looks really, really good.
Something else. I think he's not doing as many drugs. But what's that? Two Door Cinema Club.
Aww.
It's like the refined pop.
I like that.
Either way, now these two polar opposites are forced to live under the same roof.
Are they the same age about? Are they same school?
Yeah, they go to the same school.
Cool.
But they were pulled out of each other's schools to the new place they moved or whatever. I don't really know.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta buy a new house.
Exactly. They try not to learn anything about each other. They're just avoiding just 100%.
Screw you.
For a while. And they're just trying to get on with their lives and live normally. But eventually their activities converge. Something bad happens at school or one of them starts a fight or something, something like that, where the other is on the other's radar all of a sudden. And then the new siblings are butting heads in just about everything they do, every activity, every class, every,
Are they,
friend group.
Enemies?
No.
Okay.
Basically...
So they're not, rivals.
They start as rivals where they're I don't want to be your sibling. But then they realize that they both share a lot of friends and that they're making because they're all making new friends.
Right, new school.
And all their
Good
new
for
friends.
them. It's hard to make friends.
All their new friends are in like different clubs and stuff, and they're just trying to be real social. And so now that they go to the same school, they learn that they share a bunch of interests and actually like start trading mixtapes and CDs and stuff.
Cool.
And they end up in the same clubs after like completely trying to avoid each other's interests. But then they're like, oh, actually, what you're doing is cool. Let's do like guitar club or whatever. And then the tensions. So like tensions were really high until they learn that they're not like polar opposites as they once thought. They
have something in common.
And then the tensions like break. And then they realize they should be friends.
Cool.
And that's it.
Very cool.
It sounds like a fucking, like, sibling, like, Disney-ass movie.
It definitely has a Disney Channel flair.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you about that.
So, I kept seeing, not even that it would be this movie, but that Hilary Duff is a twin, or is replaced with...
When Hilary
No, is it Hilary... No, Lindsay Lohan.
Okay, that makes more sense.
The remake of the...
Parent Trap.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, I was getting that vibe.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
Okay.
Freaky Friday. I'm just saying, like...
You're getting Disney.
Very Disney-ish.
It's very you of... Wait. That's very me of you.
Of me.
There we go. I was saying your line.
Yeah.
Because this show is so scripted.
Intern.
Mess this up, guys.
Canned phrases.
They highlighted the wrong one for
me. We switched our lists.
Oh, here. Shuffle.
Cool. Well, that's my idea.
Cool.
I hope you like it.
I do.
Now we're on to your idea.
I hope that at the end they team up together for a common. They got to take.
They do.
Down
They help each other in like a festival.
Yeah,
or
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
they
totally.
Got to team together.
Totally. But it's like they're so pissed at each other at the beginning for no reason.
Angst.
Yeah, it's so angsty.
Much angst.
Like this song.
Yeah, this song's pretty angsty.
So angsty. About having dirty rooms and getting high and shit.
I didn't actually listen to the lyrics that much. All I heard was sorry in advance. And that was it.
Something about getting high.
I didn't even catch that part.
Well.
It might as well have been in Korean,
It influenced
I guess.
my idea. Yeah.
Well, it didn't influence mine.
All right. Let's hear it.
I heard big mossy trees.
Okay.
So.
Big old trees.
Yeah, big.
Covered in moss.
Big old mossy trees. So I kind of thought of like Ents.
With like the todamas on or kodamas on them? Or?
No.
Not that mystical?
No.
Got it.
You'll see.
Okay.
But that was the vibe. It went to Ents.
Oh, you're seeing trees though. Wink.
Speaking of getting high.
Seeing trees when you're in the forest. Can't see your way out of the forest.
I'm going to just go ahead. Okay. So my main character is, I couldn't super decide, but like an archaeologist, anthropologist, geologist.
Triple threat.
Kind of person.
Yeah.
They're like a scientist that's doing something at this site. And this site has very large boulders. I don't know if they're like helping develop it or, digging into it for paleontology reasons.
Big old rocks.
Yeah, they're big boulders. One of the larger boulders is loaded onto a truck to be taken away. The next day, a different boulder has inexplicably moved, rolling over many a thing to get closer to the boulder on the truck. Suspicious.
Living boulder.
Could Jimmy have already guessed my idea?
It's a golem.
The main character becomes suspicious, much like Jimmy, after a few days and stays overnight to watch the boulder because it keeps moving every night, only to discover that the boulder on the trailer and the boulder that are moving are both trolls.
Ah!
Sort of like Hilda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that that's not like where that came from, but it's a reference you and I are familiar with.
Definitely.
And hopefully some of our listeners, because it was cute and you should watch it.
And season 2.
Anyway, yeah, that's coming. The one boulder that was on the truck is taken away, and the second boulder begins its journey to follow the boulder that was on the truck.
What does the truck boulder do? Because I assume it's also a troll.
It is. They're both trolls. But it was strapped down on the trailer, and it gets taken away.
That makes sense.
And so the other one has to follow it, but only at night. And of
troll
course,
napped.
the troll on the trailer is only transported during the day. So they have to, like, catch up. The human decides to follow both of the trolls, particularly the one that's trying to catch up, to study them and help them find each other again because they're trolls in love. And I came up with a title that you're gonna love.
Oh, please share it.
Love Keeps Rolling. It does.
Oh, it do.
It do.
Ooh, that love.
So I was picturing like a scientist that, they are
I gotcha.
learning about the rocks or whatever, but then, oh my gosh, a new
more interesting
something
field
else
of study.
they can study. And so they start from afar, but then the troll like sees them.
Yeah.
And then they decide to work together to try and find the other troll that was taken away because they're in love. And they were there happily on the mountain together, spending their troll days. And they want to continue.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
that's my idea.
I like it.
So I have 2 trolls. You have 2 angsty kids.
Yes.
Very different vibe between the two, however.
Definitely. Yours are more amicable at first to last.
Yeah, they're in love.
Yeah.
They've been in love. They wanted to live happily ever after, but they were disrupted by humans.
Yeah. Whereas mine, siblings in love, already anime.
This isn't Game of Thrones.
No, it's literally an anime now.
Oh,
There's one.
I don't want siblings in love.
I haven't watched it because I don't.
Woof.
I don't like the idea, but it's something similar.
We have siblings. That's just not okay.
Where like the parents get married and then the brother liked the girl before they were siblings.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that on TV.
Yeah, but that wasn't
Or
this.
on like Teen Mom or
Mine
something.
was like they become friends and not
Nothing more.
and not Jamie and Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But so we at least have like we have a pair of people doing pair of humanoid things.
Yeah, they have very different relationships.
Yeah. We could have like not warring, but conflict between different researchers researching different things, like trolls do exist, trolls don't exist, and they're related or something like that. The researchers are related, not the trolls.
Well, going off of that a little bit, we could have, I hate to use like tree huggers as an example, but you know that they're always like protests that you see. They chain themselves to trees so trees don't get cut down, kind of a thing.
Activists.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of like the Simpsons episode.
With Lisa.
Yeah, and then she gets the crush on the guy who gets put in jail, and he's like a level 3 vegan or whatever the joke was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Dang,
that was a while
that's
ago.
That was the old Simpsons.
But yeah, we could have someone who's dismantling the rock formation, and then someone that's like, don't. They're it's a living ecosystem kind of thing.
I like this a lot.
I don't want my character to be the one in charge.
No.
It's like, we're moving
They
this.
just work at the site.
And maybe they are there to do like some sort of seismic study. They're checking out, like, we're moving these rocks. We want to see what are the environmental... Well, they would have already done an environmental study if they started, but...
Impact study, yeah.
They're doing something... I don't know. Maybe they found...
But that's the thing. It could be...
a skeleton, and they have to pull the bones out before they can continue their excavation.
Yeah, I think it's either environmental impact study before the site is actually being excavated.
But then we wouldn't have the 2 boulders being pulled apart. AKA
That's
trolls.
true. I feel like the relationship between the warring activist versus researcher side could start at that point, though, to introduce those characters.
Starting back at the environmental study time?
Correct.
Gotcha.
So it'd be cool if you had, we have 2 simultaneous kind of origin, quote unquote, stories of the trolls getting to where they are now, and then also
like thousands of years before.
The 2 main human characters getting to their backgrounds, learning about the activism side of things and the research, seismology, environmental impact side of things. And so you have like these 4 or 3-ish stories.
Because the trolls are kind of
The trolls are kind of like a one unit. Mm-hmm. And then you have the two warring things coming. And then they all meet at a head when, like, the researcher and the activists learn about the trolls' nature, like the nature of them being alive and shit instead of just stones.
Yeah.
And so then it pits the activist with the researcher who knows they know the truth against the people who are trying to destroy this ecosystem and also relationship.
Yeah. I think that sounds pretty good.
I like that a lot.
Cool. Neat.
Yeah, I like it. It totally works for me.
Yeah, we could have them at, like, meeting at some, like, community meeting.
Yeah.
Where...
Would you want, kind of in the same vein of, like, My Love Story, there was kind of a...
At the beginning
with the play... The demons? Would you want, like, a storybook? I was wondering
about that. Yeah, if they both... as children, the humans...
They were told about
the tales of the trolls.
Yeah.
And then the researchers, like... I'm picturing them as, like, kind of an anthropologist, where they're like, that's a cool origin story. Like, they look at it as, obviously it's not real, but explains, like...
obviously folktale.
The way these people thought, kind of a thing. And then we have the activist that's like, yeah, but also... it's important. Like, it's a sacred site for
environmental
whatever.
Nature conservationist.
And, like, even if these are just rocks, like, it's important to this history, to these people that live here, and, it's like bad for the fish or whatever if you change it.
I like that, because then it gives them more of an inclination to, as soon as they see the trolls actually, like, moving and alive and stuff.
Because that's what I was thinking. Going back to the Simpsons episode and many others, if they've, like, trained, if they've, like, chained themselves to a rock, then they're there overnight.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then the researcher's there overnight, and then all of a sudden they're both there, like, bickering, and they hear this, and they turn and look, and here's this troll that, like, stands
Or
up.
not even, like, you hear the rock move first. You hear, like, the chain that is attached to the rock.
Like, snap?
Like, start to move really quickly,
yes.
and then, like, be, like, lifted up and break or whatever. But, yeah, there's, like... That's the moment where they're all three stories converge at that point. I like that a lot.
And then they somehow figure out that the story that they heard of, especially if it's like, the name of the town. Not to go back to Hilda, but like Trollsburg.
Right.
Well, if the town's named after these rocks that they claim are trolls, and they're like, you can't move those, blah, 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 I feel like that would be even better.
Yeah, there's definitely like a folklore ingrained in the village or whatever.
Yeah, it's like part of their thing. They're named after, it's like Two Rock Town or whatever.
Or like, the Lover's Stone Circle or something like that.
Something like that. And so that I think makes more sense as to why the humans as kids would like know the story.
Yeah. God, I like that a lot.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And then, it goes from being fairy tale to, oh my gosh, they're here. And they're trying to... I don't want it to be an angry troll. I mean, maybe at first because...
No, I think...
It's trying to, like, get the chains off of
there's
its
definitely a
love or
conflict
something.
and, like, show of force at the beginning. But then it's like it does the whole 180 where it's just fucking sad.
Yeah.
Because it's been torn away from this, like, love of its life that it's had all of its life.
Yeah.
So...
all of its rocky life.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
I don't know where they're moving the rocks. Maybe like a museum was the plan. They were going to take one big one somewhere or just to the quarry. I don't know.
Yeah, I think...
it has to be far enough away to have a journey.
Yeah, there's bound to be like some researchers who just completely don't take the folklore seriously at all. And so they're just like, we got to study this ancient rock. Like,
developer of the space probably is just like...
Yeah, it's like money's money. This isn't...
Like, it's like, something being on Route 66.
Yeah.
Nobody goes on Route 66 anymore. So they're like, we don't need...
we need
to revitalize.
I think we've done the, like, people coming in, building houses and stuff. The principal of a school trying to build a new school or whatever the fuck.
But maybe they need to build a dam.
Yeah, I think there has to be some sort of...
hydroelectric power or something where it's not flashy.
Yeah, it's not like a beautification thing. It's
No,
like
it's
a
not for
utility
tourism.
thing. Yeah. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
Does it match the punkishness?
Well, I mean, that's just what I heard was like big trees,
Yeah.
big rocks moving. That, you know, they
It is hard rock.
that's kind of what I was getting. I don't know. And then there's the little like xylophone.
Oh yeah,
whatever,
the
the little
little
ding,
tinky
ding,
tinks
ding,
part throughout
And
it.
I was like, oh, well, that gives it a softness
Yeah.
of like love. So that's
Okay.
the basis of mine.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily answer your question.
No.
But I have defended my choices.
Yeah, and I think at one point when the stories converge, or maybe at the end, I don't know, there's some point where the trolls are able to tell their story, and it's like an epic where they
Yeah.
like were formed from the mantle of some huge mountain iceberg, like
Yeah.
landmass forming, and they've been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just metal.
That is.
That's just metal as
This
fuck.
has to be like a Scandinavian thing.
Oh,
This-
definitely.
It has to be.
Yeah.
We need as many cultural elements. Interns, you want to do a study for us? And get some things that really make that apparent.
Yeah. I really like that. It's just metal as fuck.
Yeah.
For them to be like these ancient beings that no one messed with before because they didn't have the tools, the know-how, and then the folklore.
Well, there was respect.
There was mutual respect.
I'm sure that the trolls served some sort of purpose. Like they protected the people from bears or, something.
Yeah.
They did good, and then the humans helped by, I don't know, whatever else. Like,
Yeah.
it was definitely a mutually beneficial thing, but
Yeah.
then the trolls just, like, settled, kind of was
And
forgotten.
then, the
became
conflict that they were
folklore.
needed for dissipated. Mm-hmm. And then they just chilled. And
They
had a
saw
good
their
life.
other, I don't know, troll brethren dealing with humans and it not going as well. So maybe they go into hiding,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But I would really like if the humans could somehow communicate with the trolls, or at least the one that's like looking for their other half.
Definitely. I
The
think
truck troll.
I think it's kind of like
Free troll and truck troll.
it's like you were saying, even building off the humans having a relationship with them in the past is
Yeah.
the troll knows that if it puts its hand down and like a human like touches a hand, like that's just a human. It's not
Oh my god,
it's not only human, but it's like a very human thing to just touch hands. and, like,
I imagine
have
them
that
doing
connection.
that, and then something like the researcher human like touches and is like freaked out and kind of jumps back, and then the troll just lets out this huge belly laugh.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be
yeah.
great?
That'd be really
Just
good.
like this big troll.
I've also thought, let me know if you want this as well. When the
I like the details.
initial touch is like haha funny, but then when they actually hold on to the finger, that's
Can
when
they like talk?
That's when they can either talk or they're given the vision of the life of
That's
these two
basically what I
trolls.
meant.
Yeah.
Was like they can
They can
communicate. That's the
They
word
can
I
not
should
only
have
communicate, they can like push images that the trolls have seen into the
Yeah,
human.
and then they're
mind.
like, "Oh my god, it's the storybook. It's the story we know from
Yeah.
our childhood. It's
Shit,
real."
I like that a lot.
We have to help reunite them. And maybe they don't necessarily need to bring them back. I feel like maybe they should. Because maybe they can help with whatever they need the dam for.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they were needed for in the first place.
Oh shit, yeah. The river was diverted and they weren't needed for their original purpose. And now that river is needing a dam, but then instead the two trolls just hug in front of it
Yeah.
and they're done.
That saves everything. And then they don't have to worry about the salmon ladder and all that. I don't know if there are salmon necessarily in all of Scandinavia. But you know
Some
what I
sort
mean.
of river fish. Yeah.
I'm sure fish spawn all around the world up rivers.
You'd hope, or people wouldn't be alive.
Yeah, we
in
wouldn't
a lot
have
of the places.
food. But anyway, just stuff like that.
This
where
is
it's
cool.
like this is the natural quote unquote way to
Yeah.
do it.
I like
It's
it a
the
lot.
way we've been doing it. That's how we got the farmlands here. It was fertile riverbed, and they moved it so we could farm and blah blah. Blah. Oh my gosh, this is cool.
It's cool.
This is really cool.
Dang, Patrick, you gave us a cool song.
Thanks, Patrick. Can we call you Pat?
Can we call you Pat?
I don't know if Love Keeps Rolling is necessarily the title.
We'll keep that in mind.
Are you ready for that? I guess I jumped the gun
It's
a little.
title time.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
2 words being
We obviously have like folklore
folksy.
and rocks. That's pretty bad.
Because I'm feeling the trollish
Is the folklore.
story is the
Yeah.
folklore one. The
We have
opposite.
adventure. Oh, yes. We have the
The opposite is
attract
the
kind of thing.
like researchers, the science side of things, the humanity, the
why don't we-
modernization.
Why don't we do like an anthropology word?
Like a just human
Yeah.
human centric word.
Is that too broad? Are we going to shoot ourselves in the foot with this?
Folklore and human. No, let's do it.
I mean, they're very similar now that I think
That's
about
true.
it.
Yeah, folklore
like,
story is
is-
like humans passing on stories. Yeah, well, we're not gonna do that.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
we've got
folksy
rocks.
and
We've got relationships.
yeah. Let's
we
do
have
like an
opposites.
earthen word.
Okay. Earthen and folklore.
All right, you want to do an earthen word first or a folklore word first?
I can start with folklore.
Cool. I'll do an earth one. 3, 2, 1. Malleable.
Mythology.
Malleable myths.
Dun, dun.
That's cool. Flipperoo. I'll do folk. You do earth. 3,
Yes.
2, 1. Past.
Formation.
Uh-huh.
Earth formations.
Cool.
I just like the word.
Like the rock mantle.
Yeah, I didn't know if magma was quite the right
I know. It's like
vibes.
magma.
Magma.
Lava.
Magmar? So yeah, mythology and formation were mine.
Cool. Forming myth from rock. I like it.
Thanks.
I had malleable past. Not that
Sounds
they
a little crimey.
not
for
that they
some
were
reason.
working together. They were just my 2 words.
My malleable past.
Yes. Yes, definitely. I like formation. It's cool. It's kind of double meaning.
Love formation. Ding.
And I love cherry formation. do. Okay, so the trolls are made of a rock, a stone
Yes.
substance
Sure. Right. They've been formed of
over
earth.
the ages.
Yeah. And
earthen.
That's become the whole folklore of that. And they're also lovers together.
Yep. And lovers have hearts.
But I would hope so. Yes.
Or they were dead. We've done vampire ones, so...
It's true.
Do vampires not have hearts? No, they do have hearts. That's where you stake them.
Yeah, that's true. They have heart. Everybody's got a heart, it seems.
Ghosts don't have hearts. Tangible hearts. Ghost hearts. Stone hearts?
Stoneheart.
It was a roundabout way of...
In the trolls?
yeah, like...
What if
Everything
it
has a
was-
heart. Stone...
Yeah, but what if it was named, like the town was named Stoneheart?
Oh.
That'd be kind of cool.
We were trying to, like, nail that down earlier.
Yeah, because we wanted it named after,
Trollberg.
yeah, obviously not Trollberg, but do watch Hilda. It's pretty great.
Oh, listeners. Stoneheart.
Do you like that?
Yeah. That's fun.
It sounds kind of medieval-y almost.
Definitely,
Which I
yeah.
think would fit with the whole, like, folklore part of it.
100%.
That's how it got its name.
Stoneheart is like an ancient...
Yeah, it really is.
It's like an ancient sounding
Oh,
thing.
it's like the heart of the land. It's
Yeah.
the Stoneheart.
The heart of all is the Stoneheart.
Oh, I really like that.
I like it.
Let's call our anime that.
Let's do it.
Well, then I have to ask you, who do you want to be in Stoneheart?
Ah, you stole that from me that one time I did.
Yeah, I like it.
Who would I be in Stoneheart?
Makes it sound real.
Probably... Ooh, I'd be on a, like, field trip to the site before
Before it's being taken down.
Yeah.
You know what might be interesting for
Like a
those
college
kids?
kid.
Oh,
Or
I was
younger.
picturing
I just...
younger.
It's my voice, so I'm not gonna...
Hey, Dad, look
teacher.
at that.
I'm in middle school.
No. I like the idea of you with your voice being like an elementary
Yeah.
kid.
I'm in middle school.
Looks a little tall, but...
I'm real good at basketball
And algebra.
and algebra. Algebraic.
Okay, well, I was going to say, it would be probably interesting as a young child to get to see, like how a survey is done, like a
Oh yeah. Like a
ecological
bring your dad to
survey.
bring your dad to work.
Wow, this is a heck of a middle schooler over here.
He's got a dad.
He's
He works
bringing
at the
him-
site, and he's bringing his dad.
But no,
But I'd be like,
college
this is
makes
very
more
interesting.
sense.
I love this. I'm writing it down in my notebook, but I'm too scared to ask any questions to the field guide. But I almost raised my hand, and then I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I'm too
What if
scared.
I sound stupid?
Who would you be in Stoneheart?
I could be,
One word? Stoneheart?
that's kind of what I'm seeing.
Stoneheart.
I like it better as one.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
It makes it like...
It makes me think of hearth.
It makes me
too.
think of like their hearts aren't... They don't even look like... If you killed a troll, it'd be awful and horrible.
Don't do it.
But it's like the stone heart is like a crystalline structure
Yeah, probably.
itself. It's like the shiniest, brightest thing within a troll.
Probably.
Cool.
I like that a lot.
Who would you be in Stoneheart?
I could be a student,
Okay.
or maybe a small research part.
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe you find that you could ask a question to one person in particular.
To the cute researcher?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Mm-hmm. But really, you have an internship, and we're about the same age.
Yeah.
And it works out.
I'm just from the neighboring troll town.
Trollberg.
Yeah, Trollberg.
Stoneheart and Trollberg.
It's a lot bigger.
Sister cities.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's pretty cute.
I like it a lot.
Kill.
Kill. I like it a lot.
Yay.
I don't think we're going to think of any voice actors to put in it today.
We didn't really define.
No, and I don't think we have to.
But we kind of defined that the
There's
humans.
trolls. You know who one of the trolls is? Vin Diesel.
Oh, see, I was thinking John Goodman.
Oh, I was thinking Vin Diesel because he's Groot.
Yeah, he is Groot.
I am troll.
But I sure would like to hear John Goodman laugh a troll laugh.
Oh, hell yeah. He could probably do a good job.
And
I just like John Goodman. We've put him in other stuff.
Yeah, I think he's popped up once or twice.
Yeah. Or Jim Cummings. remember that throwback?
Oh, yeah.
Ho ho. Wait,
No.
it's Mickey?
Yeah.
Fuck my whole life.
That's okay, Jimmy. No one listens to this podcast.
Good.
Except for Patrick,
Thanks, Patrick,
hopefully.
for listening. And also the suggestion. No, seriously, though. This has been Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Seriously.
We have a Twitter if you want to follow us there. We post GIFs, tease upcoming episodes, and just hang out on Twitter and like pictures of dogs and cute boys.
Yeah.
That's about it.
We had a poll once.
We had a couple polls.
It ended.
They were joke polls.
Mm-hmm. We might try and do some.
They existed, though.
We got like 4 votes.
Yeah, it was impressive.
So we could try that. More, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Fan interaction.
Would you rather live in Trollberg?
Or Stoneheart.
Well, take the quiz to find out.
Check this BuzzFeed quiz to find
Oh,
out
gosh.
who a resident of... what else we got? We got a website?
Yeah, we do have a website. It's instantannie.may. And that, as Jimmy said, anime, is a cool place to go because it has everything. Everything.
We're ASMRing the shit out of this.
Ooh, I don't know how well that's going to translate. Fancy.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. instantannie.may. It is our website. It is where we host, and it links to all the things. You can find our descriptions of our episodes with clickable links there.
Click those links.
Our sidebar has lots of goodies in it.
Mm-hmm.
It has our merch, of course, if you want to get a cool sticker or t-shirt or something. I don't know.
Redbubble.
Redbubble it is. We also
You
have...
could buy a clock.
You can buy a clock if you want to know what time our episodes come out.
And we stylized the one.
To have the
Elvis
hands.
Prime is the laser eyes.
Yep. I'm just...
Pretty proud of that one.
We are.
Yeah.
We're going to
What else we got?
keep talking about him for
on
a
the
while.
sidebar.
Our sidebar also has a handful of podcatchers.
Uh-huh.
So we got like iTunes and Google Play and some other stuff.
Totally.
We
Just
also
some suggestions.
Yes. we also have our suggestion form. I don't know if that was a subtle nudge there,
No.
but
It was overt.
I will say Patrick found it.
He found it. He
He
did
put
it.
one in. He put in Thrashville.
2/3.
of 3.
2 of 3.
2/3.
2 of
2/3.
2/3.
And you could do that too if you would like to have your song animified, turned into an anime by Jimmy and I, turned into a mega anime. Then give us your song. Otherwise, just check it out. We got our playlist in there that has songs we've used in previous episodes, assuming that they are available on Spotify. And of course, the podcast on Spotify.
That's it.
I think so.
For now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Again, thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
This song was fun. I think it made a really cool idea.
Yeah, we're pretty. Is this a high
Is this a
five
high
one?
five for Stoneheart? Hell
I
yeah.
think so.
That's good. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye.